This is the answer key for problems 13 through 24 on Kami week 6. So here's number 13. It says determine whether each statement is true or false. The numbers -5, -9, -5, -1, 2 are listed from the least to the greatest. That is true. -8 is less than -10. That is false. -8 is greater than -10. And the numbers 5, 0, -1, -7 are listed from greatest to least. So that's the biggest. Sorry about the dog in the background. That's the biggest number, next biggest number, and so they are going from big to small. That's true. Number 14, what is the value of the expression? -2 plus -7, that's some negative, and that is some more negative. So that makes even bigger amount of negative. So that is -7. Brad played a game with his sister. In the first round, he scored 18 points. In the second round, he scored a -7 points. What was his overall score? We could do 18 plus a -7. And that means we have to find the difference. And the difference is 11. He had more positive than negative. So this answer is C. Number 16, the high temperature for the day was 28 degrees. The low temperature of the day was -4. What was the difference? So when we find the difference, again, the vertical number line would be helpful here, up to 28, down to -4. We can see that it's going to be more than 28. So 28 minus the -4 is the same as 28 plus 4. So we're going to look for 32 over here, which is A. For number 17, A through 17C, determine whether each statement is true or false. We're going to find the difference, and there's more positive, so that's not true. That's false. We're going to multiply these, and we haven't done these yet. Sorry about that. But this is negative. That's true. We'll be getting to that. And -7 minus 12 is even more negative. That's the same as -7 plus a -12. That is true. Which of the following expressions have a positive sum or difference? Circle all that apply. So we're looking for the positive. So that's not that one. Not that one. This one would be +3. This one would be +3. Not this one. And this one would be +15. So those three are the correct answers. Let's go to 19. Cheryl was trying to estimate how much to leave for a tip. Her meal cost $12.89. Dessert was $3.15. Her drink was $1.25. About how much is her meal? So I could say that that's 13, that's 3, and 1. So we could say that we can go around $17 and maybe a little bit more because I rounded down. You could put 17, or you could have said really 16, 17, or 18 would be fine with that. 19 would be a little bit off. All right, which of the following have an approximate value of 0? So not that one. This is kind of a half minus 0, so not that one. This is, we could kind of say this was 0 minus 0, so we could choose this one. This is 1 minus 1, so we could choose that one. We could have this one be 3 minus 3, so we could choose that one. And this would be 1 minus a half, so we would not choose that. So C, D, and E. What is the value of the expression below? So we're going to find a common denominator of 21. and we tripled that, so we're going to triple this. And we multiplied that by 7, so to multiply this 2 by 7 to get 14, it's negative 14. So negative 20 over 21. And that is A. All right, number 22, Carissa liked to measure the snowpack in her house. On Tuesday, the snowpack was 6 inches deep. On Tuesday, the snowpack was 6 inches deep. On Wednesday, it was 2.5. 2.5 inches had melted, so that is going to subtract from that how much snowpack was left. So we're going to do 6 minus 2.5. So I'm going to use a common denominator on the 6 minus 5 halves. This was one that quite a few people missed on the quiz last week. So here's a way that you can do this. You can change that 6 to a 12 halves and leave that at 5 halves. So that's 12 halves plus a negative 5 halves. 12 minus 5 is equal to 7. So that's 7 halves are left. 7 divided by 2 is 3 with 1 left over. So I'm looking for 3.5 inches left. So how much snowpack was left? That is, what is the difference between what they had and how much melted? What is the value of the expression? So this is, again, one of the more challenging of 7th grade questions. Negative 2/5 plus negative 7/10. I'm going to double this to negative 4/10 plus negative 7/10. Negative 4 plus negative 7 is negative 11/10. It's equal to negative 1 and 1/10. So that is A, negative 1 and 1/10. And finally, Jasmine jumped from a diving board at 10.5 feet off the ground in a pool. She touched the bottom of the pool, which was 8.2 feet deep. So we're going to draw a sketch of this. So here is, sometimes it's good just to draw a sketch. So here's our little stick figure. And she dove off, jumped from a diving board, and this is 10.5 feet. And this is the surface of the pool. And the pool is 8.2 feet deep. So here's the water. And this is, so I'll color the water down here. So there's the pool. And so what we need to know is, what's the difference between her highest and lowest points? So here's the highest point, and she went down and she touched the bottom. So she went all the way down and touched the bottom. So we're going to do 10.5 feet plus the 8.2 feet. So 18.7 feet is the difference or the distance. Even though she went down, we're not going to say it's negative. The distance is 18.7 feet. So just to finish this off, she dove down here and she touched the bottom. Like that. All right, and that is the answer key for 13 through 24.